It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Warriors out in Oakland. And for Golden State, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. And Kobe Bryant now in the twilight of his career. Very few have had his fuel and his drive. Shaq, you played with him. Give me your thoughts on Kobe.
Yes, he has 5 championships. Yes, he's passed up Michael Jordan in scoring, but he wants to win more than anyone else in the league. He still obsesses over it. He's the biggest critic, and it drives his game. We don't know if this is going to be his last year. He said he doesn't know, but this guy wants to be the best ever.
But you have to admire how he's adapted his game year by year by year, and by the body that he has to do it with. When he was younger, jumping out the gym. Then all of a sudden, as he's getting older, he's posts up more, went down and worked with Akeem Olajuwon. This guy is a true professional.
With the game just about ready to tip, we send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
In the middle, standing 6'11", number 2, Nikola Pekovic. Starting at power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 15, Derek Favors. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 8, Rudy Gay. Starting at point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 1, Derrick Rose. Starting at the other guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 20, Kobe Bryant. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
And with that said, a very legitimate chance now to hoist the trophy again at the end of this season. They've been to the mountaintop. They know what it feels like, but it's never easy to repeat.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the Hornets, good out there with Dragic. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Towns, and it's Booker in at the power forwards position. And stolen by Pekovic. And here's Gay outside. Parsons with the rebound. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
A baseline J, and that one's good by Favors. Favors has got his first basket. Golden State on D. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Now here's Rose. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Here's Kobe following the score by Charlotte. Dragic with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Clock at 4. Pulls it up. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here's Gay. Coming off a solid outing against Denver. Pekovic missing again. Charlotte in the lead. Hood dishes to Dragic. Pass to Hood. And Booker kicks to Dragic. At the top of the key, Towns. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
They set the pick. Parsons passes to Dragic. Back to Parsons. There's the 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Parsons outside. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
The Warriors making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. Now here's Dragic. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Now Dragic following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Dragic dishes to Towns, and he comes it down.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Out left to the wing. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
Parsons attacking. The kick out to Dragic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the middle, Towns with the steal. And Parsons kicks to Dragic. Dragic with another miss. Warriors trail by 6. Now the pass to Rose. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Now here's Parsons. 6 points for him. Softly drops in the floater. Parsons got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Dragic with it, picked up by Kobe. Dragic the pass to Hood. He feeds it to Towns. Parsons on the wing. Clock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Parsons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Kobe. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Splitter's checked in, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And so here is Golden State. 7-point differential. And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
And so it's Golden State with it. After the basket by Charlotte. And stolen by Parsons. Dragic with it. Barbosa picks him up. Splitter with a screen on Barbosa. Dragic dishes to Towns. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Warriors trail by 8. It's stolen by Dragic. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Golden State. Patrick Beverly comes in for Derrick Rose. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Exum comes in for Hood. Off the inbound, and he gets the jumper to drop. 12 points for Chandler Parsons.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Pisanya's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he gets the bucket. And it's a 12-point Hornets lead.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Feeds it to Beverly. And the layup's good off the glass.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Now, here's Dragic. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Splitter sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound, Nurkic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Beverly, following the bucket by the Hornets. And another 3 for Golden State.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Hornets leading by 7. Dragic kicks to Exum. Back to Dragic. Splitter sets a screen. Elbow shot is on the way. That's good from Parsons on the assist by Dragic. 16 points for Chandler Parsons. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw drops for Barbosa. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Parsons. Good on both. Charlotte has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Dragic the pass to Splitter. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance here to check out Derek Favors' stats. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 17 points, 14 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 7. Favors with the screen. Olynyk dishes to Favors. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Passes it to McRoberts. Splitter sets a screen for Dragic. Here's McRoberts. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
And that one's good by Favors.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now, here's Exum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And here we go with Barbosa. Heading to the hoop.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Beverly against Dragic. And the rejection by Favors.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
The game now all-time. Lasagna's got 8 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple, Clark. Was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
Here's Exum. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Now the feed to Nurkic. And no good, trying to... Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
They've got Nikola Pekovic. Rudy Gay is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Kobe in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And Parsons gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Left side Rose. And there's Pekovic. That one's good on the assist by Rose. Pekovic has got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Warriors. And stolen by Gay. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And that one's good, Pekovic. And a closer look here. That's the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Gay in the corner. Dishes it to Pekovic. Takes a three. Another three for Golden State.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Down low, here's Booker. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Booker's got his second bucket of the night. Now here's Pekovic. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Gay against Parsons. Shot clock at 6. Gay misses.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Parsons kicks to Booker. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Hood, the pass to Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Nikola Pekovic. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now Exum following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Hood. The dish to Exum. Shoots off the screen. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 6. Gay kicks to Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got 8 points in the quarter.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. Parsons was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Here's Exum after Rudy Gay's bucket. Towns sets the pick for Exum. Kobe with the steal. And now Kobe running the floor all by himself.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark.
What was it? Why is this thing going? I mean, what are you doing? You should know. Transition. Transition. Bucket. What does a basketball player do when they steal the ball? Transition. There we go. Transition. There we go. But don't. There we go. Worked hard to find that word. I better get some views off that.
That's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Exum with a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Hornets trail by 11. To the inside, Booker. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
So it's the Hornets now, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Now here's Exum. He's covered by Rose. Kicks it to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Parsons attacking. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Hood. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Parsons dishes to Booker. Pekovic with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Yay, that's good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Parsons against Gay. Parsons attacking. And stolen by Gay. The 3. And that one's good. Gay's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has... really helped them seize control.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Derek Favors checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Splitters checked in for Charlotte. And the shot is good. And that's 20 points for Chandler Parsons.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Warriors leading by 15. And here's Kobe from the arc. And another three for Golden State.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Parsons. 20 points for him. Off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Now Exum following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Here's Hood, guarded by Kobe. A nice shot by Booker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Favors. It's tipped. And here's Parsons. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Outside Bryant. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. Bryant's got a pair of dribbles in the second now for the Warriors.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Now here's Exum. He's covered by Rose. Tries again. It's blocked. And it's the Warriors on the break. And there's Gabe. That's good on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Now here's Parsons. He's got 22, just 5 on the clock. No good from Booker.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Running it right down their throats. 3 straight buckets in transition.
Yeah, and they're paying the price right now for the lackluster defense. For me, that's inexcusable.
Here's Parsons after Rudy Gay's bucket. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Rose. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. It finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
And it's Beverly missing. Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's Dragic off the drive. Splitter sets a screen. Hood kicks to Nurkic. Looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Hazanya. Gay outside. Cans it from downtown. Gay's got 19 points.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And it's Dragic off the drive. It's rebounded by Golden State. An even 3-on-3 break. And again, it's Gay with the triple. 22 points for him.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And that one's good. Hood's got his third bucket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter. That is his first foul of the game. Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Hornets. Here's Azania. No good on the quick three. The Hornets shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. And stolen by Favors. Shoots the three. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
On its way from Barbosa for 2. Misses off the right iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now the pass to McRoberts. Screened by Nurkic. And stolen by Favors. And here we go. Warriors running again. Here's Azania. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And here are the Warriors now. Feeds to Barbosa. Gay left side. Three-pointer. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. 1 second left. No good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided. Affair.
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose, and Derrick, you guys were scoring pretty nicely as a unit here tonight. How do you facilitate that?
Just be more efficient. I'm taking less shots, making sure that I make my shots and take my time on the offensive end and get people involved in the game.
Thank you, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Rudy Gay has been getting it done. He ended up with 22 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Charlotte.
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yakum, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Dragic. Trevor Booker is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Towns, and it's Hood in at the 2. Parsons passes to Hood. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Bryant. Wide open. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's 12 points for Kobe Bryant.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat. And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Kept alive, Favors, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Now, here's Dragic. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Dragic has got 6.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Rose against Dragic. With a step back. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
It's rebounded by Golden State. Pekovic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Rudy Gay playing very well. 22 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped them too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
The Hornets have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's the screen. Parsons up top. Bryant with the rebound. Kobe's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So Dragic will go to the free throw line. They get Derek Favors. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard. A lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy. Coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
Towns sets the pick for Parsons. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Charlotte making a switch here. Exum's checked in.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
And the Warriors making a change here. Olynyk checked in. Hornets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Parsons outside. He kicks it to Booker. Charlotte moving it around. They set the pick to the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He got right to the cup using that screen. Booker's got 10.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Parsons against Gay. Pekovic with the screen for Gay. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Derrick Rose, number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And, Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard. He's knocking down shots from 20 feet like they were layups.
Now here's Rose. 22 points for him. He dishes it to Olynyk. No luck. And the Hornets now going the other way. Passes it to Exum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Exum's got his first basket of the night.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Both free throws good from Pekovic. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And, Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by Golden State. Parsons dishes to Dragic. There's a screen. Towns sets the pick for Parsons. Here's Booker. Parsons trying to break loose. No good from Booker. The Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And Bryant kicks to Gay. Puts up a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Parsons got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Now Parsons, 24 points for him. No good from 11 feet.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Derrick Rose. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Dragic. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. Here's Parsons. Great D that time from Bekovic.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Parsons' shot is off.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Derrick Rose. Shot clock at 5. The layup missed.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Barbosa passes to Rose. He feeds it to Bekovic, and stolen by Booker. Parsons attacking. Here's Dragic. No luck. Rose with some nice D. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Here's Parsons following the score by Derrick Rose. Towns kicks to Exum. 6 to shoot. The feed now to Booker. Great D that time from Bekovic. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Exum after Rudy Gay's bucket. Exum kicks to Dragic. Jacks up a 3. Dragic with another miss.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And that is good.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Nice work there coming off the screen. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Rose against Dragic. Rose dishes to Olynyk. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Dragic with it. He's got 9. They set the pick. Parsons passes to Dragic. There's the double team with Pekovic. Towns, stolen by Barbosa. Moving it up. And Rudy Gay with the slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Parsons. 24 points for him. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Take a look at what Parsons been doing. He's got 24 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Derek Favors checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Izanya comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rose. The Hornets also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Towns. Splitter comes in for Trevor Booker. And Hood subbed in for Dante Exum.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Favors attacking. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Now here's Parsons. He's got 27. Inside, Olynyk with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Hornets.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Hornets have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. And he makes the first. And Splitter drops them both. 19 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Barbosa kicks to Olynyk. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Olynyk's got his 2nd basket of the night.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Here's Nurkic. The layup off target. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Hornets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Favors is out there with John Lewis. Then it's Young, then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Hezonja in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Here is McRoberts. 5 on the clock. Here's Marshall, and the rejection by Favors. And here we go. Nobody near Barnes. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Barnes has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Warriors. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Hey, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Franklin following the score by Golden State. And Marshall kicks to McRoberts. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Here's Sampson. This is to Nurkic. Unloads from 13. And he gets it to go.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
The Warriors have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Lure. It's tipped. Out to Favors. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now, here's Marshall. Screen by Nurkic. Sampson kicks to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end. And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Here's Franklin. Pass to Sampson. To the middle. Nurkic dishes to Franklin. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Fades back. The shot is off.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Here's Azania. Another three for Golden State.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him,
This doesn't work, I don't think.
long range.
Hello? Let's go get him, guys.
Has just been dead.
Marshall
I don't
passes
think
to
that might
McRoberts.
work.
There's a screen. Sampson kicks to McRoberts.
I don't hear anything. Like, there's usually like some kind of like noise. Like, it's weird to explain, but there's usually a noise you can hear
Favors
stuff
with the
though.
rebound. Favors got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. No luck, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Now here's Marshall. There's the dish to Nurkic. That falls. Great assist by Marshall.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. To the paint. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Nurkic. You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
Here's Azania. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, here's Marshall, covered by Barnes, and the dunk by Nogueira.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
Ray McCallum's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Nogueira. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons. Oh, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Here is McRoberts. Kicks it to Franklin. Inside, out to the right wing. Here's McRoberts, and it's good off the glass. And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Here's Nogueira. Derek Favors making his last shot.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And the pass to Hezonja. That's tipped, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Olynyk, he's checked in for Derek Favors.
Kelly Olynyk.
Now here's Olynyk. D right on him. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Just dialed in from the 3-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
Now, here's Marshall. There's the screen. Feeds it to McRoberts. Here's Franklin. He kicks to Marshall. 5 to shoot. The 17-footer. Lets it fly from 18. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Golden State's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's 9 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And that one's good. Hezonja's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Now, here's Nogueira. Here's Franklin. Can they get it? The Warriors pull it in. Hezonja's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's McCallum. That's good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. To the right side. Here's Sampson, covered by Barnes. Sampson kicks to Nogueira. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Different look here for the Warriors. Nikola Peck. Pekovic is checked in for Olynyk. Favors comes in for John Lewis. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Matt Barnes. And Kobe is subbed in for McCallum. Franklin. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. For three, Kobe misses. Fourth time against 7 makes in this game.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And here is Marshall. Passes it to Sampson. He dishes it to Marshall. He used that pick to get in close.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Ball stolen. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Marshall's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Outside Bryant. Poked away. Now Marshall. He feeds it to Franklin. Dishes it to Marshall. Now here's Nogueira. He's covered by Favors. Clock at 6. And so they foul intentionally.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Rose kicks to Kobe. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Screen by Nurkic. And here's Marshall from the arc. Good. Marshall's got 7 points for the quarter. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. Bryant dishes to Rose. Pass to Azania. Shoots. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
They simply refuse to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Hornets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Rudy Gay. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Marshall following the score by Derrick Rose. Marshall passes to Nick Roberts. Nobody near Nurkic. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Outside, Kobe. There's the feed to Favors. Outside, Rose.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not... taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by Golden State. And Marshall kicks to Franklin. From downtown, nice D from Rose. Right side Favors, pass to Rose. And Bryant wide open, he shoots. It's good, this time the assist from Rose.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Derek, congratulations on a great win. What was the major thing that turned this deficit around for you guys?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall our way back into the game.
Derek, thank you. Usually it starts with the defense for this team, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gay. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control. What are your thoughts, Shaq?
As slashers go, Ernie, Rudy Gay is up there with the very best. He's got freakish physical ability. You talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Rudy can soar like a
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My warrior got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now. You slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I could conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they've been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game. But anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 2 games. Doesn't mean the team.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
I
misunderstood 2 games a night, remember?
on the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall,
knees,
that's not a...
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's Western Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers, back on the road tomorrow. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm, absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come full circle. But their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Ready to go?
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. Rudy Gay is out there with Favors. And it's Rose. And there's Pekovic. And it's Bryant in at 2-guard.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. I think he's found a home now.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Suns.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for him.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A-game rolling tonight.
Chandler is screen. Livingston kicks to Chandler. Duncan right side. The shot is off. Great D that time from Pekovic. Bryant has the open look. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bryant's got his first 2 points of the night. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Livingston passes to Chandler. Lets it go from 11. Favors with the rebound. Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. The shot by Bryant, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Butler dishes to Duncan. Kicks to Livingston. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Chandler throws it down.
That's what I like. A nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Byron Scott. He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding, he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now here's Butler, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Here's Livingston. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Livingston's got his second bucket tonight. The Warriors trailing. Rose kicks to Pekovic. Outside Favors. Left side Bryant. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Livingston, no luck. That's going to be over. Back, not watching for the line that time. From long range or short, the small forwards on this list have been on target for the past 10 games, leading their position in field goal percentage. Look at Gay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Corey Brewer, even better.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
shot's good.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
The offensive rebound. Here's Chandler, and it's thrown down. Home. With both hands.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Here's Carroll after Rudy Gay's bucket. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Kobe. Finished off the break. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Livingston kicks to Carroll. Screen by Duncan. Gay against Carroll. Over in the corner, Livingston. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Rose. He's right around 29 points a night, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Now here's Rose. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Charlotte. And Favors kicks to Rose. And there's the pass to Pekovic. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Warriors making the shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark's fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Warriors. Patrick Beverly comes in for Derrick Rose. Livingston kicks to Carroll. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
It's Ginobili with the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Chandler. Bargnani comes in for Duncan. Corey Brewer's checked in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Jackson in for Shaun Livingston. And Ginobili, here we go, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Now here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Olynyk the pass to Beverly. Golden State moving the ball around. Barbosa's shot is off. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Charlotte.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And he gets it to go.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. That early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Now here's Jackson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Off the pick. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Barbosa. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Barbosa's got 7 points in the game.
And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Beverly against Jackson. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Down low. That shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got his second bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
The Lakers making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Picked by Bargnani. Jackson drives in. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night. And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years. But that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact. But Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Here's Beverly, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Beverly dishes to Olynyk, knocks down the 3-ball, and the Warriors lead by 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Miller. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bargnani a screen on Beverly, 6 on the shot clock. No good from Bargnani.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Shoots the 3. Hezonja's shot is off. Lakers trail by 5. It's Jackson with the drive. They set the pick. Miller kicks to Hawes. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Beverly. Right block shot. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Warriors shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Good on both. And the Lakers have possession. 7-point differential. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Against a lesser team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But play that way against a good team, and you end up with an ugly result that they had.
Pass to Hezonja. There's the 3, and he gets it to go. Hezonja's got 7 points.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation, and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any of the other role players that have come through this Spurs organization.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Barbosa is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Kobe. And it's Pekovic in at the center position.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Duncan with a screen on Barbosa. Jackson drives in. Pekovic with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Kobe after the miss from Reggie Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Carroll against Kobe. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Carroll passes to Livingston. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Deep 2 from Carroll. Here's Chandler and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And here's Jackson following the 3 from Rudy Gay. And Chandler throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here is Barbosa. He's got 7, and Bryant gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And Chandler throws it down.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Kobe kicks to Gay from past the arc. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5. Makes coming from long range.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Jackson. Here's Ginobili. The teardrop falls in. Ginobili's got 5 now.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
Now here's Chandler. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. That's good. 8 points for Duncan.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head, like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor, it is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Livingston. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
He kicks to Kira. He feeds it to Ginobili. The three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Barbosa. The kick out to Rose. Gay outside. Kobe against Carroll. Back to Gay. No one near him. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Bryant's got 3 assists tonight.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's Ginobili. 5 points in the game. Chandler dishes to Duncan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I tell you what, at this point in his career, it is safe to say, actually has been for a while, that Duncan might be one of the best power forwards ever. He is, clearly. 5 rings, 50-win seasons, his whole career. The complete package on the box.
Butler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rose passes to Gay. Up top, Pekovic. Out to Kobe. Shoots it. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Ginobili. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Chandler kicks to Duncan. Chandler dishes to Duncan. And the Lakers with another miss. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Rose, and Butler sends it back. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 5 points in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
That's tipped. Barbosa passes to Pekovic. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Derek Favors checked in for Bryant. Hezonja. Comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rose. Livingston kicks to Ginobili. scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Gay dishes to Beverly. Back to Gay. Takes the 13-footer. 9 for 9. Looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Ginobili. Here we go. And stolen by Favors. Here's Azania. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Lakers trail by 9. Ginobili kicks to Butler. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Chandler a screen. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers. But in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count them, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
And that one's good. Gay's got 22.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Miller kicks to Brewer. He dishes it to Bargnani. They need this, and the basket good.
You know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
Olynyk off target from three-point range. Lakers trail by 11. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Corey Brewer. Brewer's got 3 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Again, the Lakers. Warriors leading by 7. And here's Gay outside, and that one's good. Gay's got 25 points.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Butler against Gay. And it's Butler with the jam.
Andre Miller, one of the best dime droppers around.
Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Gay is doubled. Here's Olynyk. No good from outside.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler. Golden State's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. And then Gay with the dunk.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here is Miller. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Passes to Bargnani. Here's Butler. And the Lakers check on 2 more.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg shooting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it, is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Now, here is Miller. Feeds to Hawes. Warriors with the rebound. Favors has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. Three-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
Here's Miller. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Azania. Off target from outside.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, three-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubters.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Brewer kicks to Jackson. There's the dish to Bargnani. Hits the jumper in space. Bargnani's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Warriors on top, up by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Andrea, you've had to face an offense that likes to run at a very fast pace. Has it been difficult to try to slow them down?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. But the main thing, we got to run back in transition because we've got tremendous speed. So they hurt us on the fast break, so everybody got to get back.
That's a good starting point, Andrea. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Rudy Gay has been getting it done. He had 29 points, 4 assists, and 1 block. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Warriors trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got DeMarre Carroll out there. Rasul Butler is out there with Livingston. And it's Duncan. And it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Now here's Butler. Here is Livingston, and it's Carroll in the corner. The Warriors pull it in. Favors has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Here's Carroll after Rudy Gay's bucket. Takes the 13-footer. Livingston, no luck.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Carroll.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Kobe from the arc, but they recover it. And Pekovic kicks to Gay. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Butler with room to shoot, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Butler. Gay is doubled. And Rose wide open. He shoots. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Carroll dishes to Livingston. Chandler with the screen on Rose. Livingston passes to Chandler. That one goes. Count it. Chandler's got 14.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish.
For tat. How's that profanity? How's that profanity?
Finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, you know, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. There was one thing he stressed above everything else, and that was getting the ball into the low post. That is where their points can and should be coming from in his mind. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Duncan against Favors. He faded back on that one to give himself some room. 11 points for Duncan.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Outside Rose. Dishes it to Favors. And here's Kobe from the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
They get it back. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Rudy Gay. Kobe gets the bucket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Livingston kicks to Ginobili. Ginobili draws the double. Duncan dishes to Livingston. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Livingston's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you. He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
There's the feed to Kobe. Kicks to Favors. Kobe sets the pick for Favors. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Duncan.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Livingston kicks to Duncan. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Chandler throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And Pekovic kicks to Kobe. It's good from long range. Kobe's got 17 now.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
Chandler with the screen on Barbosa. Ginobili the pass to Chandler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
On the wing, Bryant. Carroll covering. Outside Rose. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Ginobili dishes to Carroll. The pass to Livingston. Kobe against Carroll. Screen by Duncan. He used that pick to get in close. 20 points for Tyson Chandler.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Chandler with a screen for Ginobili. Oh, that's blocked. And oh, here we go. Rose, nobody back. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bargnani is checked in for Duncan. Brewer comes in for DeMarre Carroll. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Golden State, Olynyk is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Hezonja comes in for Kobe. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Derrick Rose. Here's Bargnani. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors leading by 10. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Hezonja. It's rebounded by Bargnani. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jackson has the open look. It's good from the top of the key. Jackson's got 6. And Beverley kicks to Barbosa. And he gets it to go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Los Angeles guys shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Jackson passes to Ginobili. From outside, off the mark. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Beverley can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Ginobili outside. Pass to Brewer. From deep three-point range, and he gets it to go. Brewer's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Here's Bargnani. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Favors dishes to Olynyk. And Favors kicks to Beverley. Pass to Hezonja. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Offline with his 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Jackson. The Warriors shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And it's blocked.
Hello. Supposed to. Don't know.
Here's Chandler. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Fires the three, and Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Barbosa. That's now 8 points for Kelly Olynyk. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Jackson drives in. Count that one. Warriors leading by 6. Barbosa for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Jackson misses. Warriors shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Lasagna's shot is off.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Bargnani, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's the Warriors on the break. Pulls up for 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Bargnani sets the screen for Jackson. And the rejection by Favors. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barbosa.
Oh. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up. A lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The drive by Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 11-2 run, and it's Beverly missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Passes it to Hazanya. No good on the triple. Butler. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Here is Rose. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Pekovic is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Beverly in at the 2.
Spencer Hawes. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, Nikola Pekovic.
The first one falls. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Spencer Hawes. And so Pekovic nails both of them.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Warriors leading by 16. Rose kicks to Gay from deep. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Miller outside. He kicks to Duncan. Takes the turnaround Jay. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Rose against Miller. Rose kicks to Gay. Golden State moving the ball around. Beverly wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Rose against Miller. He feeds it to Duncan. The Warriors pull it in.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Beverly, the pass to Pekovic. Here's Rose. Makes it off the glass. Rose has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Miller against Rose. And it's Miller penetrating. And a foul called on Andre Miller. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, you got to be in control when you go to the rack, Kevin. You can't just run guys over.
And the Lakers making a change here. Chandler's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Derek Favors checked in for Patrick Beverly. First one falls for
Derek Favors at the line for 2.
And so Favors nails both of them.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary, and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
Pekovic with a screen on Duncan. Pekovic dishes to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Kobe. And Butler sends it back. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. He dishes it to Duncan. Unloads from 13. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 17 points for Tim Duncan. And here's Gay outside, and that one's good.
Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
Lakers trail by 19. Here is Livingston, but they'll get another chance. And it's the Warriors on the break. Kobe with the bucket. Kobe's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. That one goes. Count it. 19 points for Tim Duncan.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Outside, Kobe. Back to Rose. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Livingston kicks to Duncan. While their pass is to Chandler, and he slams it one-handed.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Rasul Butler. Livingston dishes to Duncan. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
It's Gay on the way. Rebounded by the Lakers. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Chandler is screen. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Chandler with the screen on Rose. Livingston passes to Chandler. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter. Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds, but what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Screened by Duncan. Stolen by Rose. Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. Finished off the break. Bryant's got 21 in the game.
Boy, the pace has been relentless. These guys have really been pushing it up, fellas.
And one of the best ways to get a rhythm offensively really is to play in space. And you do that with fast break opportunities. Transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Feeds it to Favors. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston, that's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Warriors leading by 17. Rose kicks to Favors. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. It's Ginobili with the drive. The rebound by Pekovic. Pekovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Intercepted. Livingston dishes to Ginobili. Carroll, no one around him. Hits the jumper in space. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Rose. The dish to Pekovic. Rudy Gay on the wing. Outside Rose. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
High arcing shot. Duncan cannot hit. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Rose. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 26 points for Derrick Rose.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. There's the 3. Good on the shot. Rose has got 12 points now in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Livingston, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Bryant passes to Rose.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
Gay against Carroll. Takes the 13-footer. Bryant with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny it.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. 8 rebounds, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Rose kicks to Gay. Favors with the screen. Rose dishes to Pekovic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 9 points for Nikola Pekovic.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Timeout called the Lakers. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Favors passes to Gay. Outside Rose. Takes a 3. That is good. Rose has got 32 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And talk about applying pressure to an opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 more games left to play on their year against the Lakers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Gay. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Screen by Duncan. A baseline J, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kobe kicks to Rose. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. That's 36 points for Rose.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Chandler dishes to Duncan. And that one's good.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy, what a great performance, and one where you seem to be in on almost every play. Tell us what you're thinking when you're playing with such command.
When the ball's in my hands, I try my best to put my teammates in a better position to win the game. And today it worked, and tomorrow might be somebody else, but today it was my day.
Rudy, thank you. Terrific job. Kev, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gay. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quatro falasse. Mas que pena, já era. Não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque seu rosto a voz é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez, pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim, para mim tem que ter valor. É só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir que nem dá pra sentir o amor. Uma fita, ela não confia mais em mim, acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi mais zica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era. Não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois.